Hi there, it's Lisa back again with another video. Time's run out for me this month, so this is a video for my May 2021 bullet journal setup. I wanted, because I've had to do it quickly this month, I wanted to show you how with a few simple materials that you can make something that's quite effective. So to run through my materials first, what I used for this setup was a circle stencil. I then used two different sized rulers, a pencil and an eraser, and this was just to put my setup in pencil first and then obviously erase it when I've gone in. And then my Pigma Micron 05 pen, and that's black. And then my colours, these are Crayola Super Tips, and they don't have colours as such, but I think I probably refer to them as a burgundy and a mustard really. And that's it, that's all I use to do my setup, so quite simple. And with all of this, what I was then able to create was this. So the colour inspiration, it's funny where we get our inspiration from sometimes. A friend of mine sent me a picture of some new bedding that she bought, which was polka dot, and it was mustard and burgundy, and I really liked the combination. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to use that in my bullet journal. And as I say, these two pens for me matched the colours perfectly, so went with that. So a main title page. I've started doing this every month now. I kind of like announcing the month, so that works for me. And then a simple calendar. Obviously I haven't filled in any of this yet, and I am behind with my May setup. So today is the 2nd of May, so I should be actively using this now. So I wanted to get this video done so I can then go back in. I do refer to my bullet journals as minimalist, and to be fair, with the circle stencil, this made this really straightforward. So I used one size right the way through, and then I used a smaller one for the burgundy to pull that through. What I would say, the Crayola Super Tips, my pages in my journal are 120 GSM, and there's no bleed. There's a little bit of shadowing with the darker colour, but my 120 GSM stood up to these quite well, so they're very good for that, and they're inexpensive as well. They're not overly expensive as far as some of the bullet journal stationery that's out there. So a nice splash of colour announcing the month, and my initial calendar page. What I do with this is I pull through from my future log at the start of my journal. I pull through the main dates into these boxes. Then next I have, so I do refer to my journal as minimalist. It's because I've just literally used a small number of materials, but also the functionality of my journal. I don't have pages and pages of trackers and different things. I tend to stick to the same format, and if you want to see the plan with me videos that I've done, a lot of these setups I've done month after month, so you can go back to my April, my March, my February plan with me videos to see how these pages came together. So inbox I always have, and for anyone that does get things done, I have my must do, my need to, my would like to, and maybe someday. And I find that everything, this is where I put everything to start with, and everything that I need to do or want to do or would like to do will go in one of these boxes. I cross them off as I put them into my weeklies or my future log, depending on when I'm doing these things. And I make sure that if anything hasn't been crossed off, I transfer. So I will transfer April's uncrossed items into these boxes, and it might be that something that was a need to in April becomes a must do in May. So I can increase the urgency if I need to. I always have a highlights page, and this is literally just one line for each day of the month where I capture something that's happened during the day, or a gratitude note, or something, because I find going back and reading these pages really useful. And it's something that I enjoy doing. So, and again, pulling through that polka dot theme. So next, and I've talked about this in previous videos, I do a monthly food planner. So I tend to pencil in a broad idea of the meals. For me, that stops any too much duplication. It's a page that I can look back over the months and get ideas of meals to include. And then each week I will go in and go over with my pen on what meals I'm having for the week as well. So that becomes the meal planner on a weekly basis as well. I've recently started using sort of an expenses page, keeping track of my money, so I've got that instant balance on where I am with my money. Your bank balance doesn't always give you your true balance, so this allows me to put in the things I know I need to pay for, and I've got that balance to look at throughout the month, and that helps me keep on top of what money I've got left to spend. I started out with one page. I found over the months it actually needs 2 pages, so I've doubled that page up to make sure. In previous month I've ended up sticking another page in, so to avoid that I make that 2 pages now, and I just call that money. My only tracker that I use is to track my steps. I like to keep an eye on, I like to make myself accountable. I try and get 10,000 steps a day completed. So this is just I used the same format last month, to be fair. Colour in the boxes as the day goes, and this is my key at the bottom here for how many steps I've achieved. Now that's it for my monthlies. As I say, for me, my journal's functional. It's the things that I want to keep on top of, and I don't always have lots of time every evening to complete them, so I keep it to a minimum. So now on to my weeklies. I went with 2-page weeklies last month. I've decided to go with 1-page weeklies this month. Again, lack of time on getting my journal pulled together and ready, really. So 7 days of the week, I've pulled through that same polka dot theme, and this becomes my list of things to do every day, and enjoy at the end of the day clearing and marking off what I've done. So this is the first 2 weeks. I've kept the same format across these 2 pages. And then for the final 2 weeks, slightly different format. I really love how this has come out. It's quite effective. But again, it's 7 boxes for the days of the week, and I will bullet effectively. This is where the bulleting comes in. I bullet on each day of what needs to do. I'll also pull through, so what I've put in here will go into my weeklies for appointments and birthdays and what have you. Also anything from my inbox that is I need to put to a certain date. At this point, that's when I'll put it through to my weekly spreads. So really minimal tack this month. I wanted to show with a small amount of materials how you can make your bullet journal effective still. It's still colourful, it's still enjoyable to open up every evening and work through, and I really like this colour combination. So I hope there's something here that has inspired, or something that's caught your eye. And I'm now starting to think about June, trying to be a bit more organised with the June spread and start getting onto that straight away. So I hope you have enjoyed that, and please subscribe if you want to see more. I've already uploaded quite a few videos, and I hope you enjoy watching them. Please leave a comment below if there's anything in particular that has caught your eye, and hope to see you again soon. Take care.